Alright, fellas. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded. If you've been to the streams, then you know it's not been all that long, and I would appreciate it if you guys did watch the streams, now that you know their existence, if you're just a review watcher. But today, we have my return. And my return is going to be the, let me get it in frame, the Lego Soundwave. And ignore the fact that you can, oh, I guess you can't see him anymore down there, but like, ignore the fact that he's right down there. So, yeah. Sorry for how long this has taken to come out, but thank you guys for being patient, and let's get into it. Alright, so here is Soundwave, fully built. I didn't record any of the building process, and he does look pretty good. But before we look at the figure, let's look at the accessories. Obviously, no Soundwave is complete without his iconic blaster, or his shoulder-mounted cannon blaster. He also comes with Laserbeak and Ravage, as well as accessories for both of them. And then you have this little stand with a miniature Soundwave and Soundwave's stats. Alright, and here we have Ravage's cassette mode up close. Nothing too crazy, not too terrible though, I guess. And here is Laserbeak. Again, nothing too crazy, but definitely more cassette looking than Ravage. Now, starting off with the weapons, we have Laserbeak's guns, and they're pretty I mean, an interesting little build, but they do have some nice silver on them. And then Soundwave's shoulder cannon, nothing too crazy there, it's got a bit of red right there. And then Soundwave's, I believe, concussion blaster is what it's actually called. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. Now, of course, Laserbeak and Ravage being Transformers do have transformations, so let's get into that. And here are Laserbeak and Ravage in their robot modes without any of their weapons, and they look odd, they look naked. So bringing in Laserbeak's weapons here, you can see there is a tab and a slot, and you plug them right in, nice and good, nice and easy. And you drop some parts off of him too, which is just fine, because unlike my third-party mistakes, these guys are made of Lego, and I can fix them very easily. I also had Butterfingers while recording this, so I don't know what was up with that. So a little bit of embarrassment here. I forgot how to put on Ravage's weapons to his cat mode, and I feel very stupid looking back at this, because it's very easy to tell how you put it on. But I'll just like throw an image on screen right now to show you what it looks like. It does look very good. And Laserbeak's articulation, there's nothing too special here. His head is a double joint, mostly due to the transformation. He can get some weird head movement going, I guess, if you want him to. And moving on to his leg, it can wiggle, I guess, to the left and right. It can also fall off. His wings have the most movement, but it's really not that much. It's very limited. It's Lego. I don't expect it to be crazy for articulation. Now, moving to Ravage, he also has a bit of a wonky head movement, and his legs also have movement. Not much. It's just the Lego hinges. All of his legs have the exact same articulation. So, yeah, that's about it for their articulation. Now, here we are moving on to the big kahuna himself, Soundwave, the reason you guys are here. And to start, we will get him nice and weaponized. So, as you can see there, his hand has a hole in it, right? And you can put his blaster into that hole. I know, it's insane. His hand also comes off from the exact same type of connection. So you can throw it back on. And he is not intended to hold up his gun very well. It loves to just weigh him down and wiggle. So it's definitely more of a showpiece. Again, it's a Lego, what do you expect? And his shoulder cannon just attaches like a Lego does. So, there's that. And something pretty cool too, in my opinion, you have a working chest mechanism. It's kind of wonky, but you can open his chest and plop in Ravager Laserbeak. It's pretty cool. And now that we have Soundwave all weaponized up, we have to see and ask the question, how well does Lego Soundwave pose? Now starting off, he does have a hinge joint and a ball joint at the head. He can look up very, very far and look down pretty far. His arm can move out and rotate around on a soft ratchet, and it can also hit the camera. Now, his elbows have a lot of posability, right? You got two ball joints holding it in, so you got a double joint on the elbow. You can't fully get the double joint to work if you're messing around with the weapon as well. And that can also act as a makeshift swivel. You can actually get some decent movement out of that. His wrist does rotate, just, it's very loose. Annoyingly loose. He does have a thigh swivel, and it's a ratcheted one as well as an upward ratchet, so you can have him doing the splits. He does have a ratcheted knee, which can bend 90 degrees backward and 90 degrees forward. And he also does have a ball joint at the ankle, allowing for a little bit of a pivot and a little bit of forward and backwards. Overall, this is probably the best pose I could get out of him for this video. So the little audio clips I just showed were part of Soundwave's audio box, which you can access by taking off that little back panel and everything unleashed from him for me. But looking at it, you've got a little bit of a Soundwave face going on there, and here you can see me struggle. I'm gonna cut this out. I struggled so badly putting him back together here. But this little piece here is the audio box, and it's pretty cool. It's got a little picture of Soundwave's face, and the batteries are pre-installed. So I'm gonna come clean here real quick. So a lot of the times throughout this review, I did end up breaking Soundwave, and that's just one of my nitpicks with Lego. I'm just not that big of a Lego guy. I know some people might not like to hear that, but it's just the truth, unfortunately. With the fact that this Soundwave is in fact a Lego, and it looks extremely good and accurate, he's obviously pretty big. To start these comparisons, we have the Magic Square Light of Peace. And here he is next to the first ever officially released Soundwave, the most recent mainline Soundwave before SS86 comes out. And here he is next to the Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave, a third-party Soundwave. Review coming in the next 7 years. Now obviously, Soundwave is a transformer, and much like Laserbeak and Ravage, you have to transform him somehow. And after a transformation very similar to his G1 counterpart, here is Soundwave in his cassette mode. Now, something I kept secret from you guys before his vehicle mode is the fact that he came with stickers, and pretty much every detail you see I had to stick on, except for the Decepticon symbol in the middle. Thank God. That would have been so unbelievably horrible to center, and I know that because of Acoustic Wave. I'm still not happy with that sticker. Anyway, here's his back profile. His arms are just kind of dangling there, but what can you do? He looks good from up front, and that's all you can ask for out of him. Now, weapon storage-wise, you have the concussion blaster go on the right side without its handle. The little plus plugs into the plus hole. I know, what a concept. And the shoulder cannon mounts onto the studs. And honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It gives it a little bit more of a width, I guess. It's pretty cool. Now here is where I would try to say something to go into size comparisons, but here's just the size comparisons. I'm too lazy to make anything. Here he is with Magic Square's Light of Peace. He is a lot bigger than G1 Soundwave. Also a lot bigger and much better looking than the Legacy one. And here he is with Acoustic Wave, and he is also much bigger than Acoustic Wave. No surprise there. Now to round this all out, here is the little, I guess, board that I showed you guys earlier. You can swap out his cassette deck so it looks like he has Ravage or Laserbeak. It's pretty cool. And it also does kind of show the mass shifting that Soundwave would have done in the cartoon. So overall, for this being the first LEGO I've had in years, it's pretty cool. But again, I'm just not the biggest fan of LEGO to begin with. I'm not the demographic that they'd probably want. But if you are a LEGO fan and a Transformers fan, I could not recommend this set enough. And if you guys made it all the way till the end, then I'm gonna give you guys this goal. If this video gets, we'll say, 125 likes before Christmas, I will go out, I will buy Lego Optimus Prime, and I will build him on a live stream, and then review him later on. But that is only if this gets 125 likes by Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate the hell out of you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.